If you do not have the attention span of a goldfish and you want to build muscle plus lose fat, you'll watch this entire video. Truthfully, it does not take rocket science to obtain a physique like this. It's actually more simple than you would expect it to be. A lot of people on social media like to paint this picture and idea that it's extremely hard to be able to lose fat, build muscle mass, and obtain an awesome physique. This stuff is not easy, but it is simple. First and most important thing is just understanding what you're eating on a daily basis. How many calories? What are your macros? Make sure you're getting plenty of protein. If you want to build muscle mass, a gram of protein per pound of body weight is always a good rule of thumb to follow. Fat intake is going to range for each person depending on your goals and what your calories are on a daily basis, but I say between 50 to 100 grams a day is a good range to be in to keep your hormones healthy. And you do not want to eliminate carbs. Carbs are energy. It's how you fuel your training, and it's how you don't feel like shit whenever you're losing weight. Your macros, protein, carbs, and fats, each have calories per 1 gram that you consume. The rule with this is 4 calories for every gram of protein or carb, and then it's 9 calories for every gram of fat. So however way you position your macros, you are going to end up with a certain amount of calories that you're eating on a daily basis. And if you're wanting to lose fat and build muscle, you should be eating less calories than what your body requires to maintain itself. The best way to find the amount of calories that you should be consuming is just by seeing how your weight changes throughout the week with the amount of calories that you're eating. Stay consistent with that, and you should lose about 0.5 to 1% of your body weight each week. Now, if you are very overweight, then speeding up the process may be more beneficial for you and going to about 1.25 to 1.5% of your body weight and rate of loss per week. If you do not want to look like a twig, you should absolutely go to the gym to build muscle mass. The number one rule to a workout plan is follow the workout plan that works best for you in your own schedule. It is not a requirement to go every single day of the week. You don't need to be in the gym for 2 hours either. If you can't make it 4 to 5 days a week in the gym, then 2 to 3 times a week in the gym is better than going no days a week. And if you can't work out for an hour, make it 30 minutes. But push yourself with a high intensity during your workouts, where on all of your working sets, you're going from 80 to 100% close to failure. But do not sacrifice your form for extra reps. When you start getting sloppy with form, you put yourself at a higher risk of injury. Try to hit each muscle group twice per week. Another good rule of thumb. Lastly is cardio and steps. You should be walking as many steps as you are capable of doing before you start to fatigue yourself. Now, whenever I say don't fatigue yourself, I'm not saying don't just be super light on yourself. I'm saying that you should push yourself on your steps and be able to get a pretty decent amount in. I personally do 10,000 plus steps every single day, but my feet aren't killing me. Cardio doesn't really need to be all that complicated. You don't need to do battle rope shit or any of that. Just treadmill, Stairmaster, elliptical. 4 days a week is a good range, and you don't just have to do it for the fat loss purposes, but also the cardiovascular health purposes. It is good for you, so I just recommend not skipping your cardio. If you stayed for this entire video, I praise you for that, because most people on Instagram or TikTok are not going to stick around for a 3-minute video. If you want further guidance in your fat loss journey, and you want to build some muscle mass in the process, you can DM me, Coach, on Instagram. I will personally get back to you. We can communicate, talk about your problems and your goals, and figure out how we can bridge the gaps off to get you to your dream physique. Thank you for watching. Peace out.